Okay, it's 9 something at night, and it was about 95 degrees today. So I'm not sure how many of these videos I might have to start and stop or whatever. I'll let it run as long as possible. What we're going to do is do the finished detail on the Sturgis. And so we got to go over the bike, finish detail the rear fender, and reassemble the rear section of it, and do the tanks. Make sure we're happy with the front fender, and clean it up and detail the bike. So you get to see the process. So we'll get to work. Moving the tail light license plate bracket because I want to buff the rear fender. It's in my way. I'll never get a good buff with this in my way. That's just how it is. We have a couple of hospitals, fire department real close, so we hear sirens all the time here. That sounds like an ambulance there. Not to mention the helicopters and the police chases. It is Saturday night. My little screws ran away from me. I'm trying to find it. So I like to put down the rods. Drop a nut and there's the end of that. Anyhow, so we're going to do this rear fender here in a minute. Before we do that, we've got to tape everything off. So So this will prevent our polishing compound that I'm going to be rubbing all over this rear fender and going all over the whole bike. I'm going to polish the tanks in place as well. And I don't want the rest of the bike having that polishing compound on it and try to get it off. Major, unbelievable pain. This is normally what I'd send my painter to do, but my buddy Rick Grindle is deathly ill, and I don't know if he's going to make it through the night, really, so he's tired. That means I have to do it. Well, that's the first step there. You are on camera, you know. There's two cameras.
Okay.
Well, since you're here, see if you can find the screw head. I dropped one of these scattering somewhere. There you go. We shall get more plastic out and make the roll of it here. Check right. Comes in its own nice little housing. Just cut some off. Around the bike. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of professional painters out there who might be watching this. I am not a professional painter, and I'm not a professional detailer. So I'm doing the best I can with the knowledge that I have. But that said, I did work as a prepper for a painter at 16. So I'm not devoid of knowledge. I just don't have 30 years of doing exactly. So that's that side. Now we're going to do the other side. car and to get sprayed for the paint job, this is what they wrap it in, usually. Sometimes they use paper. This is the idea. So they don't get overspray everywhere. Okay, we're getting there. One more piece before we begin. Now, because of how it's wrapped, I'm going to have to change the wrapping when I do the right tank. We're just going to do the fender in the left tank, and then we're going to move it around and rewrap a little bit. Painting world or detailing world, preparation is everything. All on how you prep it. Painters get the glory, it's prep guy made. And I didn't get paid. I worked for $40 a week when I was 16, sanding and prepping. Which was my own fault. I couldn't find a job without money. And I offered out of desperation. And it worked out. I'll do it for 40 a week. What? You're hired. So, we begin. Pressure's on. Okay, now before we detail, make sure I don't have any dust again. This wax. Breeze on our soon-to-be detailed fender. This wax, as I showed you, is also a cleaner. This is our original paint right here, a nice and shiny part. And I've hand rubbed it, which is enough. Won't over rub it. Any more detail when I'm going to give it, the fender would have to come off. I did pull the fender off. I don't like doing that because I don't have to. It's more time, it's more expense, more chance of breaking something. Start disassembling by putting it apart. On the pad itself gives me a little bit more control of what I have and what I'm doing without wasting product. Okay. Let me go get a brand new cloth here. I'll be right back. So here's our original shine there, and here is our rear shined gull section, which is awfully close. So we're going to finish that up, put a little more juju on it, we go over the sides. You can see how pretty damn close we are. super ultra fine foam, if you will. Got three languages, this is the ultra fine of all of them. I want to state that one of our guys sent me some of his products, says, oh, it does the same, I'll supply you. Well, I don't like to do a test video when I need to get a product ready for customer. We have a customer, one of our guys, says, I'm real interested in that bike. Let me see what it comes out like. So I'm trying to get it done for him. That's why I'm sticking with the known product. So when we have another test, we'll break out new product and we can compare with what this is producing. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's better. But whatever it is what it is. We'll have something to compare off of this video here. And as you see, our buff fender, we have an original paint per se. You gotta remember, this is a hand rub deal, so we have a little age here as a perfection, as opposed to when dealing with an old original paint bike, I would rather have some very slight imperfections that shows that it's still original paint. This is me, as opposed to it looks like I just painted it. You know, we can certainly buff it out finer, but if the customer decides he wants it finer, it's like, well, it's your bike now, you can go ahead and detail it finer and have it just perfect. That's you. You know, so I wanted it to look super clean, but still maintain its look of being an original paint. I've had complaints when it's too clean, it's like, oh, I can't derail, which is why I'm detailing this bike out on this video, because nobody would think that it was real. As to how clean we can get it. We can't get it cleaner than what you're going to see in our detailed photos. I just don't want to have it coming out too clean. As I just told you the reason why I don't want it too clean. Nobody believes me. Too clean makes it unsellable. Nobody wants it. Nobody believes it. This is a bike that we need to sell. Really going around this here. that was our unshiny rear fender. Now it's nice and shiny and new looking. Pretty impressive, I think. I've seen this done many times. My buddy Grindle gives it back to me. Fortunately, he's too sick for me to give him the business. I'd rather give him the business. He's an old friend. So, that's that. Now we're going to do our left tank. For that, I've got to pull the dash off and push it to the side, wrap it, and do this tank here. And we'll have to flip it around, do the right tank, and so forth. I'd say that looks pretty damn good. That's my opinion. So, now, this is just some of the detail. We have to detail the whole bike. The whole bike's not detailed yet. It's not finished, it's running, everything's working. The only thing like I had to do was remove the petcock and the carburetor and the rear brake. And as you see how much progression I've got on the 49 between heat and everything else, and then the other is tin shop. It's 10 o'clock at night and I'm sweating like a pig. I wouldn't be able to do this in the middle of the day. All my solutions would just drive on me and I'd be different sweat all over this motorcycle. I can't do that. So, all I need to do is put it over there. Wrap the dash. We got a little paper here. Now, it's impossible to do this sort of stuff on the bike without having some stuff in here. You're not going to see it. It is what it is. So, now we do the next process. just taking a little bit, putting it on the edge of my foam. Because come in here carefully. Right in here. Like that gas cap. Now, those of you on that screen can't see, but you're going to see that side in a minute. And I had a bunch of little crap on this decal, and I sort of have to come back and do it. This is a decal, and I didn't fuck it up. So that's the most important thing. I check my work, see what I got to do, see how much more I got to do. Very lightly on the details. You don't want to take them off. You don't want to fuck them up. Now, as you can see, I'm almost there. I'm not quite there yet. Almost. Now we're going to move on to that tank. Or obviously the right tank on the left side. See correctly. Assuming that. Never been known to say stuff wrong. Okay. Yeah. Now, we'll do the right thing so we have the right rub on both sides.